Hello, and you have walked into Yemaya's Kingdom. Today I'll be doing your Capricorn spiritual messages for July 27th to August 10th. But before we do Capricorn, let us pray. Thank you, Holy Spirit, and my ancestors for allowing me to deliver these messages to Capricorn's energy. I ask you to help me deliver these messages in truth, with ease, and peace, and love. Ashe. All right, Capricorn, so let's get it. The first thing I heard when connected to you is don't look back. There is someone or something from your past, Capricorn, that is going to come back, and it's going to come back strong. Whether it be a place that you were in your past, it could have been the negative part of you that you didn't like, and you changed your life. Um, there are quite many of you that may have went to prison at one time, and you was a bad boy or bad girl. We all have skeletons in our closet. This bringing up of those old times or bringing out the old you is just universe's test to say, have you learned your lesson? So be mindful, Capricorn, not to go back in those same patterns that you once were before, not to go back into that same energy, because where you were before is you no longer there. You no longer that person. You have worked really hard to become the new you, the better you, the person that you want to be. And there might be energies or entities that's making sure you revisit that old you, that old place where it no longer served you a purpose. It just hindered your process. It got you in a lot of trouble, and you're contemplating because you're having a hard time, so you're contemplating about going back to that space. Spirit is saying don't do it. It's a trap. Not sure who that's for, but it's a quite a nice little handful of you who had a little past and worked really hard to be this kind of citizen, and now there is opportunities that has presented itself, or there is people that has come up and said, hey man, hey girl, remember when we used to do this and we want to do that? Leave that shit alone. You have gotten yourself in this space for a reason. You have moved past that action for necessity. It was no longer serving you. You got in trouble for it, and it's just not the person that you strive to be anymore. So be mindful that it might look good because it's all glittery and shiny, and it might even get you out of the rut that you're in, because that's all you know. But just be mindful that the universe sends us tests every time to see if we are willing to make sure that we stay on the straight and narrow. Just saying, Capricorn. Not sure who that's for. No judgment. Again, we all have skeletons. We just have to remember that some of those skeletons need to be taken out the closet and burned or buried where they belong. They don't belong in your closet. Take them out, bury them, burn them. That is no longer where you want to be. That is no longer the person who you are, and that is no longer the space in your head that you strive to be. Be different and be okay with being different. Also, Capricorn, there are some of you who went through that test and decided, you know what? Yeah, no, you won't catch my ass this time. I learned my lesson, and you're moving on. You're going to get a gift from that, from the universe. The universe is giving you a gift from pushing forward. It's going to be a great opportunity that comes to you, or a person that brings you an opportunity out of the blue, and you're not going to be expecting this, and it is a blessing from the universe from pushing through and learning your lesson. So don't think that the lesson that you learn and the push that you push yourself is going in vain, because you're saying no to those old ways, old places, old things, old habits. The universe is giving you a blessing because of it. A person is going to come, or a place or opportunity is going to come to you that is going to be beneficial in your life, and it's going to turn your whole fucking life around, and it's going to be fucking phenomenal. Capricorn. So keep on moving forward and keep on remembering that that person or that place where you were at that time in your life is because that's the journey you had to take to get to where you are, and you're happy where you are, and relish in the fact that you overcome a lot of adversity and a lot of trials and tribulations and hard times in your life to get where you are. So don't forget that, okay? Because that's going to help you moving forward, and you'll be able to see this blessing faster and more clearer, and then walking away from it. Also, there are going to be some contracts coming from for some of you. Read that fine print. Make sure you pay attention to those little writings and that little sections. This contract that you're reading is something that you and a person are drawing up. So if, quite honestly, you don't like a clause in that contract, or that clause does not feel right to you, you have the opportunity and the ability to speak up. You're about to sign your name, and you should not sign your name to anything that you don't agree to, or something that you know in the long run is going to cause you an issue. So don't feel bad about saying, hey, can you fix that? I don't like how that sounds. Can you reword that? Or can we do this differently? Just saying. It is going to benefit you in the long run to take out those little ins and outs that don't serve you, that you don't want to deal with. And quite honestly, if you don't speak up, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. So if there is a clause in section 16B or 17E, whatever, go to that clause, highlight it, and go, we need to work this. I don't agree to this part, and if I'm going to do this, I want this part changed, or I don't want this part in my contract. Whatever it may be for you, baby. I don't know your life. Spirit says you know who you are, but there is a very nice handful, I'm going to say 2 handfuls of you who are going through a contract, and there are some things that you are questioning, and you're like, maybe I don't want to lose this opportunity. You're not. You're not going to lose this opportunity. You're not going to lose the drive. This person is not going to walk away because you decided to say, hey, can we talk about this fine print? Is there any other way we can reword this? Is there anything else that you would like me to do in this contract? Because I don't like that and I don't want to do it. Okay? Capricorn, also, there are some of you who are having problems with your children. That child may be having some issues in their emotional life. Take time from your busy schedule and sit with that child, Capricorn. Our children are our future, and you want to teach them the right way, because if you don't, they're going to learn the wrong way. And you might not feel comfortable with this conversation. Maybe this conversation wasn't had to you. So quite honestly, Capricorn, you remember those old times where your parents didn't explain, and how much trouble and how lost you were when you finally went through it because nobody explained that to you. Make sure you enlighten your child. They are our future. You want to tell them what's going on. And if they making bad choices, no, you cannot live their life. No, you cannot walk in their shoes or live in their journey, but you can help them go into the right direction, because you're not going to be here forever. That's just impossible. As much as we don't like to talk about it, we are going to pass on one day and leave our children here to rule this world. Leave our children here to be light workers. Leave our children here to be the speakers of our new generation. So make sure you guide them the best that you can with the knowledge that you have, so that they won't be as lost as you were during that time in your life. Just saying. Not sure who's that for, but Spirit says you know who you are, baby. No judgment. We all have. Parenting doesn't come with a book. Okay, and we all know that, and it's about trial and error. But if you know something that you know that's going to come up later on in life, because it's just life, like you know the child is going to have to pay bills, and you see them spending like no fucking tomorrow, and they're trying to move out, you need to talk to them about their spending habits. Let them know that the landlord, the light company, the gas, the water, their person that they sharing these bills with is not going to hear you do not have your portion because you just had to have those Nikes. Just saying. So you want to talk to them about financial stability and credit score and how it is important for us to, as much as we don't want to talk about money, it is needed to survive. So you definitely want to share that information with them because you learned the hard way. So trying to help your child not learn the hard way is not getting in a business, it's just guiding them. That's all. If you see them in a relationship that is turmoil and you know that they're going through turmoil, say something, Capricorn. That is your child. That is your right. They may not listen right then and there, but please believe me, they're going to thank you later that you at least spoke up. That you at least say, hey, I'm paying attention to your emotions, your well-being, and I don't like the way you're acting in this relationship. Or I don't like how so-and-so is making you feel this way. Or I'm not liking that every time you come back from a date, you're so damn sad. That's a problem. And your child is too scared to say something to you because they might be embarrassed. So you might want to bring that up, Capricorn, just saying. Also, there are some of you who have decided to move out of a place where you was at one time. There's a lot of people moving on. There's a lot of signs moving on, moving out, moving forward. Don't stop. Spirit is saying, Capricorn, you have that foot out the door. Keep walking. That place no longer serves you. It could have, I hear some people who are having really bad luck in a place. It could be the energy, and no matter how many times you clean that place, it just shit wasn't going right. And though you have memories in there, it just no longer serves you. So go ahead and move on. It's going to be best for you, okay? Well, Capricorn, Spirit is saying that's all the messages that I have for you today. As always, please like, share, subscribe, or comment below. And anything you need to know about me or my channel or my website is in the description box below. Until the next time, Capricorn, peace and blessings.